Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make this chain link boho beaded necklace. Now I know it's been a long time and I promised to do it sooner, so today I'm going to show you just how you can do that. It's really easy, it's simple, and it's fast. And all you do is you use some jump rings, some beads, and some wire. And so it's really easy and affordable. So join me now and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. Sorry it's taken me so long to actually get to this, but I've been busy. I'll show you how you can make this easy beaded boho necklace. Hi everybody. Okay, now here is the necklace that I was wearing before. I don't know if you heard me, I walked in. This is the necklace I was wearing before, and as you see it's a chain link beaded necklace. And it's mixed media. It's boho. So boho typically uses mixed media. Now I don't know if you can tell, but this is like a light green. So how you can make this yourself. Boho is basically mixed media, and what that means is it's not going to be exactly the same each piece. Now if you focus in on the beads, they're all different. Now you'll see the same colors. For instance, you'll see an orange, and then on the other one you might see another orange and a yellow, and you might get the same if you have it, like these two. But these will be different. See how the bottoms are different? I worked with what I had, which is mixed media. Now, these type of drop down beads were in a thing like this. Usually, some of the beads I added, I'm using these for storage. And I got these at Hobby Lobby, but they also have them at Michael's. It's the tub of mixed beads. So sometimes you can match the beads, and sometimes there's no match for them. Now I remember I found these two in the mixed media bag. This big one, there was only one. So that's how it goes. Like for instance, I used a square orange one for there, but over here I used a round orange one. And that's just how boho works. Now I know for some of you OCD people that might drive you crazy because you're going to want everything to match. Well, then you can just buy beads that match, and you can get beads anywhere. If you don't want to use the mixed beads where you may or may not get a match, then you can order online. If you can't find your beads in craft stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's, order online. There's tons of places online, especially if you can't find these nice big chunky beads like these. I love them. So I just got lucky that I happened to find them and have them. And so don't worry so much about it not being a perfect match. As long as you get the colors together. And I picked these colors because this is a typical boho look, and usually boho is summer wear. I mean, you could wear boho stuff in the winter, but it's typically worn in the summer, spring, summer type warm weather. And if you live where it's warm weather, then you can wear it all the time. And the colors I used, because it's summer, there was some brown, like amber type colors. I don't know if you can see it. Like a root beer amber type. Oranges, greens of different colors, bright greens, light greens, different color oranges, a few yellows, some wood beads, the little wood seed beads, and green, dark greens, just a variation of greens, oranges, yellows, and ambers, browns. And this is a very light green. It's really hard to tell with the lighting. I hope it shows up on the camera. See, oh there. So you don't have to really worry too much about getting a perfect match unless you're OCD where you need that perfect match. So that's that part. The other part is you're going to need some, for the chain itself, the little chain link, you're going to need some jump rings. Large jump rings. Now I'm going to see if this is a 40 pack of 12 millimeter heavy gauge jump rings. Now if you want sterling silver, then you can get them. I'm pretty sure the craft store has sterling silver. If you can't find it in the craft store, you can find sterling silver online at any of the jewelry supply places, and there's tons of places online. All you have to do is Google them, look them up. There's so many. I'm not going to bother putting the link to all these places, but if they see this video and want to leave a comment with the link to their place, they're welcome to, for beads and other things. Okay, so that's the large. Again, it's a 12 millimeter heavy gauge jump ring, and I got these, they're nickel free, and they're a 40 pack. I got a few of them, one I already opened, and I got these at Hobby Lobby. And see the price? Let me put the lights brighter. Changing the lighting around here. And that is just for $2.99. Okay? So for $2.99 you get a 40 piece of these large jump rings at 12 millimeters. Now you can go larger depending if you want a bigger chain. And they're really, this is what they're going to look like. What I like is you're going to also, they're easy to open and close. So what you're going to need is your jewelry tools. So here's the jewelry tools you need, especially if you use wire working. You should always have a set of these if you do jewelry crafts. You can get a cheaper set or a more expensive set. The more expensive sets usually have a nice cushion in each one so you don't mark up the wire, which I would recommend instead. If you can't afford it and you just want a cheap set, that's okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you definitely want to get the round nose pliers, okay, and then the flat ones, the two smallest ones. You're going to get one of these jump rings, okay, and gently hold it and get the other one, and to open it just go from the side like that. Don't pull them the other way, go like that from the side. And then you can get two of these. It's kind of like doing chainmail. You get two of them and put them on there. Then you're going to want to do the same thing from the side and close it. And you're going to want to make sure that it is closed because you don't want to lose it. And then because you put two on there, see? It makes it easier than doing one. And then you repeat the same one over here. Open another one, put two, attach it to here, and just keep going until you've got a complete chain going around. Now you can make this as short or as long as you want. I didn't count these, but what you're going to do for the back, sorry, hit the camera, is you can put any clasp you want. Now I'm going to go in closer. You can put a big clasp, or you can put a medium or small or any kind of clasp you want. And what this is, you're going to, on the last one, you can hook a smaller jump ring, your average jump ring. You have to make sure that's shut. And then attach your lobster claw, okay? Or whatever kind of clasp you do choose. And then you don't have to do anything at the end. You just use the regular jump ring that's there as part of the chain. And then you, boop, that's it. That's the end of it. So that's all you have to do to get that on there. And the reason why I say you have to use a smaller one is because at the end, this may not be big enough to incorporate one of these. But if you get a clasp where it is, then you can just use this. You don't need the smaller one, okay? And like I said, on the other side, whoops, on the other side, it's just the other jump ring that's part of the chain. So you don't have to add a special one there. And there it is. And what's good about that is that if you want to make this tighter, more of a choker than a necklace choker, you can do that too. You can simply just put it up and it can go right around your neck a little tighter, up higher, instead of hanging. Now you saw the way it was hanging on me. So if you need to know how many I used, I'd have to count it. But you judge, just keep checking, and if you don't like the length, go ahead and remove some of the rings. It's really easy to do. It's not going to be a problem. The other things you are going to need, because you're going to put your beads through some wire, it depends on what you want. If you're going to use the really tiny seed beads, then you're probably going to want 18 or 20 gauge. But if you're going to use these medium ones, I use the wood because it fits with the boho. But these are medium seed beads, and they fit a 14 or a 15 gauge wire. Now with these wire, like I always say, this is actually welding wire. And you can get these giant spools that last you forever. I've had this for like, I don't know, 3-4 years now. And I made a lot. And I got these at Home Depot, and some I got at Lowe's. They were between like $11 and $12. They might be more. I don't know now. I haven't looked in a while. I haven't had to. They last forever. I got one in like 18 gauge and this. So because it was welding wire, you're kind of going to get some black sooty stuff. So I recommend you get a paper towel or a soft cloth and use some rubbing alcohol. Not witch hazel, but rubbing alcohol. Not soap and water, rubbing alcohol. And put it on your, paper towel or your soft cloth. And after you cut the piece that you're going to use, just give it a couple of wipes with that and you're good. And the black sooty stuff will be off. You won't get it on your hands and it won't come off. Okay? And then you're just going to put your beads. Now how I did this one, you're going to go from shorter to longer and gradually longer to the middle one being the longest, and then match this side to this in length. Okay? That's all you have to do. And try to match up. If you can't match in shape or size, like this one's bigger than this, at least just match in color. I don't know if you can see, that green one is a lot bigger than this green one, but it doesn't matter, they match. So when you glance at it or if you're giving it a look, it all looks like it belongs. Okay? So on this one, what I did was something so you have a dangly, is once I ended the wire, I put a jump ring, a small jump ring. Maybe you can see it. I put a small jump ring and then another bead that I hooked up. Can't see that. See that one? A small jump ring and then another bead that I put in a wire to give it that dangly look. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your wire. Sorry about that. Let me zoom out. You're going to get your wire and you're going to take your cutters. I'm just doing an example. And then you're going to get your little round nose pliers. So you're going to make a hook first. Now if you don't know how to make a hook, you're just going to grab it and curve it until it kind of looks like this, okay? And then you want to just straighten it out a little. See? And you make sure it's closed because you're going to hook it in right onto you're going to put a jump ring through it and then hang it off of your bigger jump ring chain. Then you're going to put your beads and then you're going to get your end and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the same thing you did up here, down there towards the end. Now, then you put a jump ring and then hang it. Now for the ones that don't end that way, but these do, for the very bottom, for the last one, you're going to the bottom ones you want to either use a head pin and trim it to your need, make the hook, and then put a little seed bead and then another one. Or what you can do is do the same thing. What I do is I thread my big bead. First I put the little seed bead down below, then I thread my big bead. Then I just do this because it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to squish it down. I just take it, I go like that. I get these because it's good for smashing it, and then I squeeze. See? I kind of squeeze it shut. It'll be like that. So if you can see, like on these, it's kind of smashed on the bottom. you're just going to want to smash them up. It's on there. See? And that's how you're going to do that. But you can use a pretty head pin, and the head pins with the flat end, which looks just like a regular pin head, or the ones with the little bead at the end, or whatever, for the bottom ones. Okay? And that's how I did it. And that's all there is to it, really. And you'll also need the set of average jump rings. I like to get this. I got these from bbcrafts.com. And you can find the video where I show you my review and unboxing and review from bbcrafts.com, which I got this set. I forget how much it is, but you can go check it out. And I love this because it is different sizes. It is really small, which you can tell I use. It has super small. It has even smaller. And then it has large. These are good to have, and it comes in a nice carrying case like that. And if you have a spool thing, you can just hook it, punch a hole. So it's good to have small and average jump rings as well. It's always good to keep different sized jump rings, okay? Now you didn't have to use this in silver. This isn't sterling silver, but like I said, you can get sterling silver if you prefer to work with that. If you're allergic and you need that, or gold or copper. You can find brass or pewter. You can find any kind of look if you'd rather have copper or something like that for the jump ring. I chose these because I like silver, and they were very easy to open and close. They're not difficult where you're struggling. You just want to make sure they are definitely closed and there's no spaces. And that's it. Then you're ready to wear it. It's really easy and simple. Just make sure you get your supplies. And I'm not going to bother putting any links below, because simply go to Home Depot, Lowe's to get these. It's in the welding wire. And this is between 14 and 15 gauge. And if you don't know gauges, the lower you go in numbers, the thicker the wire. The higher you go in numbers, the thinner the wire. So know what you want. But if you didn't really want a giant spool, then just go ahead and buy it at the craft stores. They have rolls of that. And then you're going to want to get your tools and your large jump rings. Like I said, this was $2.99 for a 40 pack at 12 millimeter. Now you can go bigger if you want bigger jump rings. And then your mixed beads. They come, I got these are bead design. I got these at Hobby Lobby. If you didn't want these, then you can go anywhere or just buy separate beads that you particularly want to use. Because I have wood beads, wood seed beads, and they mostly glass beads here, and other kinds. So that's it. And as you saw what it looked like on me wearing it at the beginning of this video, and I hope you like this tutorial. And if you have any questions, leave it below in the comment section. If you don't have any questions, just go ahead. You can just say hi, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.